You're watching The Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Mish Mosh. Sorry about the delay. My computer decided to, implode. I was really glad that we could figure out how to make it come back on. It's going to be a true Mish Mosh show. I pulled some of my favorite indies things. I pulled stuff from books that are coming out this week or things that are by people that were doing books that are coming out this week. And I've got 3 long boxes essentially of like truly mixed up goodness in here that I'm going to offer you guys just a cover price no matter what comes out of the boxes. So we're not going to do any more delay. We're going to do a little bit of a bump for you guys and I'm going to come back and get after the sell-in for you. I know what you guys are thinking. Man, it took a long time to get that show started. It's very true. So very true. I hope everybody has been having a good week. I mean, so far that it's Monday. And maybe enjoy their weekend. I went and did a walk around the waterway here. If you ever come to the Woodlands, you should totally come and walk the waterway because it's kind of like San Diego's waterway. But it was kind of cool. A little bit warm. But it was only like, okay, so we'll say it was only 93 when we went walking.
So it's starting to cool down for us.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a breeze, which is different. So I think I said San Diego. I'm at San Antonio waterway. San Diego doesn't need a waterway. They have a whole bay. Hey, Ship, how are you doing? Sorry, we're late popping on. I can actually, it's calm enough. I can actually say, Ship. Ta-da! Now I finally got to say things back to you. Behind the scenes today is Alfie. And in the tech chair, making sure everything works well, including having to bump back my time because of the technological problems, is Jay. Everyone give everybody thumbs up. Oh, Triple B, I'm so glad everything got there safely. That is really thanks to my awesome crew led by Eddie in the back room. He is a perfectionist, and that is why all the things stay perfect. All right, I'm going to tell you guys about a book that's coming out this week. I can't sell this one because it's not really released until Wednesday, but I did want to put it on your radar. I interviewed the artist for this book. This is Captain Suave. I said Suave because it looks like Suave to me, but it's just Captain Suave. Kelly Williams is the artist. I just want you to have this on your radar because it's amazing. It's a story from this guy's point of view who looks like Don Quixote. And if you pay attention, you'll see a lot of resemblance to that storyline. But the basic premise is that he's a homeless guy who is having delusions, or what appears to be delusions, and what she believes him to be this superhero that's on the top named Captain Suave. And he pulls other people into his delusions, including this young fellow up here at the top. But it's kind of like a heartbreaking look at mental health and homelessness, all tied into this, like, what is the real world? We don't really know in this first issue what the real world is, but the art is really amazing. Can't sell you that, but if you wanted to have the ash can, I do have the ash can for ash candy price of $5. You had Chinese takeout tonight because you're packing for a trip. I see Kenneth Burr's in. I see Nagaris is here and Rel. Do I eat before I broadcast live? Oh, heck no. Yeah, so I go early in the morning and have a little bit of a snack at my local bagel cafe. I get to work by 9 or 9:30. I leave here at 2 and go have soup and salad at Chili's so I can do my studying for my interviews. And then I come back, do interviews, do this show. Then after the show, I record Nerd News Now. So the next time I will have a chance to eat is like 10:30 tonight. It's not Captain Rico Suave, but I like that that call. All right, so Ship, you want the ash can? Let me know if you want to have the actual book too. I mean, we can throw it in your pile. It's just going to be a pre-call for ahead of tomorrow night. Also, if you like the art, I'll show you what the artist looks like. Bring this woman tacos now. It'll mess everything up. So my sweet husband usually brings home Chipotle. So we eat that and watch an hour of show. The actual book. Okay. I'm going to put it in yours. It's for Ship. So funny is about that book specifically, I'm worried that people are going to pass by it because I think people have this psychological thing that goes on that if a book is about a superhero or has anything to do with superheroism, then people put that in the category of Marvel and DC in their spending brain. And they're like, oh, I can't afford any more things. I can't put another superhero book in my queue. But they can have like 50,000 more independent books. And this one feels way more independent. Way more independent. It's not about superheroism. It's about other stuff. All right, so this one also you might consider. Okay, well, I'll get you another one. If you want to. Here, I've got to do a job. You want a pen? I just don't know if you've got any over there. Ah! Alfie's got you. So the dark is like 4 stories. One called Boo Hag, Howl, Devil's Gate, and Nanny. And they're super spooky. Look, here's some. You can see how super spooky they are. These are just a $7 book if you wanted to try out their other work. I also have only one copy of this, A Letter to Joe. This one's a $20 book that is about war. So it says, as Leonard fights on the front lines of World War II, memories of Josephine help keep him alive. As Josephine contends with life, family, and work in Cleveland, letters from Leonard sustain her. But official censorship forces him to leave out much of the action he sees. Finally, with the war coming to an end, Leonard is able to tell his full story. In a quietly beautiful letter to Josephine, Leonard writes of the loneliness he felt, the camaraderie he experienced, and the terrible violence he witnessed. So here you go. This is it's like real life goodness. Remember the art you had that had the dark for a long time? Yeah. I've shown it before. I just had never interviewed the creator. And so now I'm like, oh, I love his art. And he works practically, is what he says. So he does everything practically. I think he might do coloring digitally, but all the stuff is practical, which is to say there's physical copies. And then also, if you're a Mad Cave fan, he also did Bountiful Garden, which if you remember is the story of these young people who are in a spaceship. They're on a super long journey to go to a specific planet, but something crazy happens and throws them out of the cryo sleep and forces them to get after trying to survive way early. It's called Bountiful Garden, and that one is $15. I'll show you. This one's got a little bit of different coloration. It's not as much. He doesn't show as much of his the kind of like watercolor style. Did you really get to go hang out with Source Point? Who'd you see? And then I have Bountiful Garden 2, 3, 4, and 5 if you like physical copies of those things. And I think that's all that related stuff that I have. And then I got to talk to Brian Haberlin. This is a kind of a reminder. You can go back and watch Talking Shop anytime you want, but it gives you a heads up for stuff that's coming out this week. Specifically, this week is Last Shadowhawk. It's an original tale. It's not old stuff from the Shadowhawk line, and everyone was involved. So Valentino was involved, Haberlin was involved, and a bunch of the original guys were involved in making that book, so don't miss that this week. Some of the stuff that has already come out from Haberlin is Sonata, which is in development. It has got a really cool sci-fi steampunk feel. And that one is a $20 book. And that one's actually, we got two volumes of that. And then The Marked, which is also in development. This one is really cool. It's if you like magic, the characters all have what are called glyphs. I was going to see if I find you a really good glyph here on their bodies, and that is the source of their magic, and they can be stolen. So they look like tattoos, and the one main character doesn't look like a whole bunch, but she actually has really powerful glyphs. Here's an idea of what the glyphs look like. But this one's really cool. So you can see what kind of giant power they can pull on. And that one is $17. And then other than Witchblade, which I don't have a lot of trade paperbacks for, because Brian also worked on Witchblade. Early Witchblade is the co-creator. He also worked on a lot of Spawn. This is 1 through 50, so it only really has coloring in these issues. But the later issues, you can find he did a lot of penciling and inking and all those kinds of things for Spawn. And then currently what he has running is this cool stuff, Hellcop, which is way cool. You want the Marked? Marked is yours. And then Russ, let me know if you, I think there's another volume of Marked. Let me know if you want me to try to hunt down all the volumes for you if you want to start with just the one. But I do have the Hellcop stuff from him. That's cover C for number 1. I have blank for number 1. Remember, Hellcop was around before. This is a whole new story. There is B and A. So I've got all covers of number 1. He actually talked about this during the interview about the 3D glasses. So that what happened was that they took the orders for these with the 3D glasses at initials. They looked at that and they were like, okay, well, we'll add 500 sets of them for people that order later during FOC. And instead, 1,500 people extra ordered them. So they had to rush. And so that part came out after. There's issue 2B, 3C. These are my favorite ones that they do, which are their copies or homages to different magazines. Of course, that's National Lampoon. And that's number 4, issue 4A. This one is 5. And that's the homage cover, obviously. 5A. And these are really popular. Some of them I can't get anymore, but this one is just stunning. That's the vegan version of, I don't remember what number. It's got to be 6. There's 6A. There is 7. Looks like most will get you a run. This is 8. That's the homage. You say that, but they sit here and mock me. It's okay, brother. You take your time. They're yours. And 8. So there you go. You get a big old run of Hellcop. What other fun stuff do I have on the board to start our day? If you enjoyed the book, I think it's called Bird on a Stick. This is John Schlimm. It's the same creator. I offered these before. I just wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity because I know that some of them, your comics do miss you. Some people missed. I think, yeah, maybe Bird with Stick. I think number 2 is coming out soon, by the way. And I'm pretty sure I backed it so I can get them for you. So there's number 1 for Infinity Agents. There's 1B. 2. 2B, which I love. Dead astronauts. I don't know why. There's a lot of that imagery out there. There's 3. and 3B. And then I've got this awesome, this is a Brian Silverbacks variant featuring one of his characters from Kara Prime. And I'm pretty certain that that is a super expensive variant. But if someone wanted to get an entire set, so that means A and B of all the ones that I have here at $5 a piece on those, which is their cover price, I would give you this one for a cover price of $5 instead of $25, which is what it's worth. All right. I don't really offer these kinds of things very often, but I found a copy that had just a tiny problem. It's just got a little bit of a thing that needs to be pressed out here. But this is, I don't know if you have been around since the 90s, but there was a poster that Mobius did of this. It just looks exactly like this cover. But recently, for I think it was Return of Wolverine, they made this cover so you could see it again because the poster itself is worth so much money. This is the 1 in 500 cover, 1 in 500 with that pressable defect for $50. You can guess that a 1 in 500 is probably worth more than $50. I know you guys are smart. Yo. All right, and I've got Thor #1, the Del Mundo run. I've got 6 on that one, but I'm just going to do it for, oh, it's because that is cover price. I was going to do it for cover price, and that is cover price. See how funny that is? And I've got some Ultimate 12s. This one is a first appearance of, I think this is Gold Galactus. Could be also Lifebringer Galactus. I can't remember what his name is, but that's the form that he is. He's not purple in this one. That one is 10. And my other super rare book. This one is Return of Wolverine #1. This is the Todd McFarlane variant. It is the 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000. I've got a couple copies. I'm going to offer it $100. So instead of having to buy 1,000 books, you can buy none books and get this one. Okay. I also have found this super sweet run of Concrete Jungle. It is a universe in which there are aliens, but there are 2 humans that have been assigned to work together. One of the cops is kind of like a stickler for rules, and the other one is not in any way. Real trouble. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grab those up and read you a good Scout series. And other series that I pulled for you guys is Children of the Grave. If you like spooky stuff, there's a #1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those are just cover price. Got you to see it. Okay. And then I've got this awesome series. I don't remember which one was 1, 2, 3. This has got to be 1, right? Because it's the most rare. This is called Awful Thoughts, and I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. I've got it slated to read for review this week. That's why it's on the board, but if you guys wanted to sneak it beforehand, totally gotcha. By the way, I'm pretty close to getting into these boxes down here of really cool goodies. A lot of vintage, or a lot of indies in there. I know you guys like indies. So here you go. Here's the style of Awful Thoughts. Oh, and it has some real violence in it. Turn your children's away. He's using a bat to totally brain that dude. Violence. I like the the image for number 2. So anyway, there's all 3 copies. This one, that's an homage, and then there's a this one and the homage are just $5 a piece. That gets you into the regular issue number 1s. And then they had 2 special variants. This one's like an all foil one. That one's $15. And then so is this is like the hip hop variant. Also $15. And then I've got only one of these variants. This one is a Kara Prime Presents foil variant by Dorian. And that one's $20. Thank you for the reminder to like, share, and all those fun things. All right, I gotta move stuff down to make room for our fun that we're about to have. So let's move all this down. Pew, pew, pew. What's cool is that we're recording after this show our 200th Nerd News Now, which I think we show here on the network on Fridays. Trying to give you guys all the nerdy knowledge that we have. We do some research on movies and TV. I make sure to watch a bunch of stuff so you guys can have the information. Put these up here. Sorry, I have to see my pants.
The hip hop cover, that was 15, correct?
Yep.
So Adam, it was 15.
15. Just gonna put these returns over here. And this other really rare thing over here. Making room for all the goodies on the board. You guys ready? All right, I also have some pins if you guys decide you want to look at pins. I've got some horror pins and some Looney pins. Only for you guys that really like pins. All right, I have got Spider-Man Family. This one is a reprint. It has reprints of Black Costume Story, which is in ASM 152, Spider-Man 2099 down here, and Spider Clan in the middle. They're really big, thick books. They're just $5 each if you want to have some cool 104-page awesome stories about the Spider family. That's what happens when I go dig around in the back room. I find cool things. And then one of my favorite die casts is this Spectacular Spider-Man 223. I found some brand new untouched ones in the back room. See, there are the die cuts. And those are just $3 a piece if you wanted to have some of those. These are easy to damage because of their parts of them are pretty thin where the legs are. Okay. All right. All the rest of these are just cover price. You just call them and we'll put them in bags and boards. I don't put them in bags and boards in the back room because it takes up a lot of room. So I'm sure there's some newly hot books in here. So grab what you need to fill up your collection. This is a subscription cover of Adventure Time, beginning of the end. What time is it? It's Adventure Time. Blackwood #2. This one is by Evan Dorkin. Gasolina #9. Dodge City. Yes, it's about dodgeball. #4. See how fast you guys can type. Red Sonja. Devil with a Sword #1. I was going to see if it was a... This is the Linsner cover. Such a pretty cover. I have got The Real Ghostbusters, number 4, cover A. The price of Red Sonja is $2.99. What's the big deal? It's a number 1. It's number 1 of a series that's been out for a long time. It's just harder to find. Ghostbusters number 11, cover A. I feel bad that I didn't get to go back and watch more times that the movie when it was in the theaters. Ghostbusters number 16. Ooh. New Ghostbusters number 2. Oh, you missed it by 2 months? Oh, that's all right, Mark. No big. And New Ghostbusters number 3. I've got StarCraft Survivors number 1, a Blizzard book. This one's kind of cool. It's written by Jody Hauser. 3 times a day for an entire summer vacation. Wow, dude. Unnatural. This is a book by Mirka Andolfo. This is issue number 6. Early issues of Unnatural are tough to find. We've gone through a lot of them in our back issues. Oh, no. Get this right. Okay, I've got some Vampironica. This one is number 3. What's everyone's favorite ghost movie? Worked at a cinema and I still jumped when we first met Slimer. Number 4. Yeah, I hadn't thought about doing any games because we're so late coming on. Oh, I've got 3B also. So the new Ghostbusters is from the all-girl run of things. This came out in 2013, so it predates that. Okay, Vampironica 3. Do you have a preference for cover? Do you want the purple one? This is the first print or the second one? And then Vampironica 5. Ghost Rider movie's your favorite? Purple, gotcha. And you've got a box of things and more there. Ah, did you hear that? My arm just cracked. You don't have to write anything on it because all you have to do is just put it in there and we know that it's cover price. Ta-da! Obviously, the original Ghostbusters is your favorite. Love it. Oh, here you go. How about a Southern Beater? It's number 1 and 2. Some pretty early stuff. Now, I don't know what this book series is about. It looks so hecka creepy because look at this nurse. She's got her eyes sewed shut. Oh. Harvest number 4 and 5. Oh, wait. This cover. Oh. You need to go to a chiropractor. No, that was like, you know how your bone and your elbow sometimes pops past each other? It was just that. Got Peter Panzerfaust, number 18. You see dead people. Oh, my word. Oh, I got some more Peter Panzerfaust.
I think House Limited is probably one of my favorite ghost movies.
Hell
It's
House?
also, yeah, and it's also like a mockumentary, so
Oh, cool.
found footage type thing. So
Also 17 for Peter Panzerfaust and 13. We don't really have a question going because I started a half an hour late. So if someone wants to start one, you certainly are welcome to. I just don't have a theme yet. My brain was broken trying to get my computer work. The Southern Bee books are cover price, which is $3.50 a piece. Super cheap. Deep State #1. Peter Panzerfaust, I don't think is based on Peter Pan, even though that's a good question. Maybe we can get someone to pop in what Peter Panzerfaust is about. It came out during a time in between I could watch it or read it. Sorry, it came out before I opened this, and after I moved on from my previous store and raised babies. There you go, bud. Question is, what other reasons besides the real one caused Miss Jen to be late? Abducted by aliens. You're just going to like all wrong answers? Is that what it is? All wrong answers. Why did I start the show late? Go. Outcast #5. It's pretty early Outcast. I feel like some of you guys have the other ones of these and need these. 6, 5, and 4 of We Stand on Guard by Brian K. Vaughan. I was replaced by a scroll. How did you know? And Outcast number. Oh, wow. That's an Outcast #2. That seems real early. This is interesting. This one is a book called Comic Book Lettering. I found Balafax and had to fight some gods. Yeah, they came after Balafax and he chose me. He chose me. This is cool. Comic book lettering. Mm-hmm. Cold Spots #3. Conan the Cimmerian #14. This is a one-shot called Home for the Hunt, featuring guest artist Joe Kubert. That is a Listener cover, though. Thor sat Mjolnir on my lap, and I had to wait for him to return before I could leave. That is a good question. That was a good one. I like that one. King Conan #1. I've got 2 copies of King Conan and one #1. Anyone else like Conan? I think there's some good. Oh, I see Deja. I like Deja. All right. Every once in a while, I find things in my far back stock that I'm like, I don't even know. I was secretly plotting to take over the world. Got sidetracked by tacos. That is accurate. This one is called Fusion. I don't remember this book, but it's a mixture between Image Top Cow, which is like Cyber Force and Hunter Killer, and then the Avengers stuff. So it's Avengers and Thunderbolts. So for $3, you can read all about this crossover. Written by Dan Abnett and Andy Landing. And pencils by Tyler Kirkham. You know, awesome people. So it's $2.99 for #1 and $2.99 for #2. And I have multiple copies. So if you wanted to, I think I can put together 5 sets. 5 sets. Russ, do you want A, B, or #1 and 2? What is it? I'm going to hand them off. You can say no. It's totally fine. I love crossover stuff. Makes me happy. This feels kind of like I should put it in marble. Let me put that in marble. All right. Oh, gotcha. In 4 more minutes, we're going to take a break. But right now, I'm just going to keep on putting the books up because they're cool. Bully Wars #2. Literally what it means. That's my favorite crossover of all time.
Scooby-Doo and Supernatural.
Scooby-Doo and Supernatural? That's awesome. I mean, it's hard to beat Batman Spawn because those made sense. Bully Wars goes. There you go, Chris. Scooby Natural for the win. This one looks to be San Diego Comic-Con International exclusive of Artifacts. It has no cover price, so I'll just give it a low cover price of, we'll say, $4. Like it was not even a fancy thing. Do I like Marvel and DC crossovers? I do, but they're not ever going to happen again unless one of those companies eats the other one. Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't remember that one at all. Send picture. I don't know what that is. Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian number 9. And 13, the beginning of a new storyline called The Woman on the Wall. From the pages of Heck Boy, I've got Crimson Lotus, number 4 and number 5. Anyone else like crossovers? Anyone else have any other crossovers? We can have this be an AMA while we're doing comic books. Why not?
Oh, well, Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, yeah. Good crossover. Maybe it would be Aliens versus Predator if it was any good. It is the Fusion book up here. I'm going to show you what the art looks like inside. I'm going to see if I can find you a splash. Ooh, look. Evil Lobo. So it's the number 1 and 2. They're $3 a piece. Hardcore, number 2. Image Skybound. All right, I'm going to look at that after. And this cover, oh my word. All right, this is Deja Thoris, number 3. Okay, I'll get you, Chris. And it is, let's see if it has a cover. This is cover B, which seems like that's way too pretty to just be a cover B. I thought for sure that was going to be a variant. Okay, 1 and 2. Which now means I only have the ability to make 3 sets. Thora goes to Russ. We're thinking of Batman and the Hulk? Maybe.
Oh, Batman versus Bigby, which came out recently.
Oh, that one's a good one. That was a good werewolf book. Bubba Hotep, number 2A. Cosmic Bloodsuckers. Talk about crossovers that are weird. And number 4. Oh. And number 5. What?
Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Also an amazing crossover.
You guys keep on naming good ones. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to pop off real fast, take a break, come back, and go through the more of these boxes that have awesome stuff in them. Be right back.
Thanks for tuning into The Experience. Help us out and hit subscribe over on YouTube and click the bell when you do. Need some help? Scan the QR code in the bottom corner.
Comic Collectibles is here for you every Wednesday with AR Comics for two very important reasons. To sell you rare, one-of-a-kind comics that you'll love, and to confuse AR with old man talk. You see, Rex and John are, how should I put this, ancient as the roots of the mountains. So every week, Rex and John fill in AR in yet another area of pop culture that he missed because he's too young, just didn't have the time, or just really doesn't care about. It's a real public service they provide. Come buy some super rare and unique comics, while old men explain long-dead sci-fi shows to a younger man making that confused puppy face. Every Wednesday from 6 to 8 Eastern with Rex, John, and AR Comics. Comic Collectibles on The Experience. Comic culture and sales.
Howdy, everybody, and welcome back. We got some crazy cool books at cover price, no matter how rare they are that come out of these boxes. I've been doing a lot of organizing in the back room, and I always feel like if it's been in the back room long enough and I haven't done anything with it, then it should be in someone's collection. Yeah, we sold a set of them, except for number one. I think it was like 2 through 5 or whatever recently. I think maybe Thursday's show. But I don't get them very often. So now that I know you're looking for it, I will remember. Anne Bonny, Monsters and Magi, number 8. I love the series by Blue Juice.
Oh, I haven't read it yet, but it came out recently. It's Army of Darkness versus Reanimator.
I've never seen Reanimator, so it would be lost on me, I think.
Such a good movie.
I need to go find it. Conan the Avenger, number 1. Number 2. Number 5. 8. Oh, it's damaged, sorry. 9. 12. I hear you. 14. 15. 16. And 21. Is that Elvis Presley? The Bubba Hotep? Bubba Hotep likes to dress up like Elvis. At least that's what I think is going on there. Okay, Bone Parish, number 8. This is that one that was awesome that is done by Cullen Bunn. And the storyline is about a family in New Orleans that has like a secret recipe for making these awesome drugs. And part of the ingredients is dead people's bones all crunched up. And the drug allows you to live for a short amount of time as whoever that person was that was dead. So there's a big market for like digging up famous people or rich people, because then you can be whatever. But they're the only people that know how to do it. And of course, then there's a lot of other people that want to like have the recipe and like are after them big time. So it's really dark, gritty. It's okay, Baird. You know what's fun? I've been in business for 30 years, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing this for a long time. So don't freak out if you see stuff you're like, I can't afford it this week or this month or even this year. Just come and have fun, hang out. They'll come back around. Cold Spots, number 5.
Also, I know the feeling of not being able to claim literally everything that you see.
I have a bunch of Exo Manowar that I'm not going to put up just for time because there's a whole bunch of them. But if anyone's interested in Exo Man of War, the Robert Venditti run, let me know. I'm happy to put those up. Little Bird, number 4. This one was a really popular book by Darcy Van Pulgeest. It's got really wicked cool art in it. It's very different from anything else that's out there. And we're going to put you in charge of asking questions today if you want to. It'll be distracting. You can be here and be super involved and be in charge of things and not be tempted by comics. How about The Avant-Gardes, number 2? This one's perfect for teens. This is a basketball book. Anything you want. I said it was an AMA, so you can ask me anything. You can get them started, and then everyone else can chime in for their parts of the AMA. All right, I got some Barbarella Deja Thoris, number 1. Those two would kick some butt. They are a good match. Space chicks. Don't take no guff. There is a whole mess of these. This one is Mayhem by Tyrese Gibson, number 1. Yeah, so I think it's always hardest on the production team because they have to be watching the whole time. And so they see all this stuff from all the shows. It's not just mine. It's like they're like me, or before me, it was Comics Collectibles tonight, which I'm sure they had amazing things. From Dark Horse Comics, this is Light Step, number 2. 3. All right, we got some real trivia now. What year was the first modern comic book printed? If you want to quiz me, I think I know the answer to that question. I'll let someone else see if they can answer it. Hit Girl, number 12, as the Rome storyline. From Cave Pictures Publishing, which I don't know if they're around anymore, honestly. This one is the No Ones. This is magic. Different rules altogether, but there are still rules. This is number 3 and number 5. That was stuff falling down this box. No one was hurt. I've got The Loners, A Day Off, number 2. That is a Marvel book. Sorry. Did you jump to? Knights of the Golden Sun, number 7. That's really cool. Mad Cave book. Executive Assistant Iris, The Midst of Chaos. This is number 1, cover A. All right, here you go. I got you some more Deja. This is another number 1. This is Deja Thoris and the White Apes of Mars, number 1. If you read the original Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff, the white apes are real, like one of the peoples of Mars. They're really brutal. This one is number 2, and it has this facing cover. And number 4, you get to finally see a white ape, and they truly are a white ape. I also have Warlord of Mars, Deja Thoris, number 9. That is the Joe Jesco cover. So Famous Funnies is considered the first true comic book published by Eastern Color Printing in 1933. See, I would have been wrong. I would have guessed that the first one that anyone really thinks about is Action Comics number 1 from 1938, which is way later. This one is number 9. This is a Renault cover. And number 9, cover C. Doc Savage would have been wrong too. What year was the first San Diego Comic-Con? I believe it was 1975. I could be wrong about that. I know it was the 70s.
It's been going on that long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Started out it was like a hotel con. And number 9, red. Thor's and Warlord. You want the Warlords? Comic A. Okay, I gotcha. Nope, earlier, huh? 1973. I feel like I have, from all that stuff from Nate Butler, I think I actually have a copy of the book. Oh, where is that? Number 10, that is a Jusco. Still earlier? I don't know the answer at all then. Number 10, Renault. 12, Renault. This is 13A. 1970, really? Hey, Paulson, if you have any questions, let me know. And 13, that's the Fabiano cover. We've got a few more. Hold on. Ooh, you guys could make a run out of this stuff. All right, some more Warlord. We go pretty far back here. Hold on. It's Green Man. We don't want to do Green Man. All right, these are the numbers I've got of Warlord of Mars. As a matter of fact, if someone wanted to buy one of every cover, I would do them for $2 a piece, and you could just have one of everything. There's a 13. That's Renault. 14 Renault cover. 14 Fabiano. 15. He takes his job seriously. That's Fabiano. 16 Renault. 17 Renault. If you've never watched the movie, you should. It's actually really good and got great costume design. Number 18 Renault. Although they put more clothes on her than the book does. Number 20 Renault. Okay, I will just stop because I have all the way through number 36, I think. So I'm just going to pull Warlords and have them pulled for you. All right, we're only going to do Warlord. There you go. Now you don't have to break the bank. So just one of each, and they're just going to be the $2 a piece. So just throw them in the pile and just pull out doubles. Uh-oh. I missed a question. No! All right, and then I also have more Green Men of Mars. I've got number 9, 12, 6, 3. Yeah, we like these. We're learning something. And 1. There's a bunch of black and white covers there. And then 1, 2, 3 regular, 4 black and white, and 6 black and white. Same offer for the Green Men of Mars ones, which I think I have some other ones up here somewhere. The question was Elvis's favorite superhero. Captain Marvel Jr. was the answer. Oh, I gotcha. Artifact 1, 3B. For anyone that's just joining us, these are all cover price unless I throw up a really awesome deal like buy one of every cover, get them for $2, and then you can grab big piles of stuff. Conan Red Sonja number 3. Matter of fact, we have a lot of Conan that's shown recently. So if anyone wants to buy one of every Conan that we've got, I'll do those at $2. Here's the question. At the end of the Incredible Hulk movie, what does Tony tell Thaddeus Ross? Ooh, that's a good one. Conan Slayer 11 and 12. Dead Body Road. There's number 1. It's the Image Skybound book. And number 2. I don't remember what this one's about. Let's see if I could surmise by a quick look through. It looks violent. And there's a little bit of Conan here, a straight up Conan, 31, 38, and 39. We finished a whole box, yo. That's awesome. Random person just sent me a friend request. Love it. Ugh. Okay. Here is the New Avengers number 1, Heroic Age, cover price. Still the feeling of having something special in it. But I don't know. I don't know why I haven't made them. Thank you. That's the extras. What's the deal for people claiming things for the first time again? Okay, so if it's their very first time ever claiming, then they should fill out the form, which is Space Cadets Collection.com, Reg CBSE. Unless you're watching us from Facebook as a platform, then you just send me, Jen King, a direct message. It just says, hi, and then I'll know you're on the show, and I'll send to you after the show a direct message with the information that you will need. I did that just to post the form. You had it all ready to go, right? You were like, well, I want to do my job. Miss Jen, do your job. So there you go. There's an easy to fill out form there for you. Looks like I have a million of these. I'm going to win if these ever become a thing. Here is Batman Incorporated number 9, New 52. Look, I knew I needed a DC row. All right, what superhero sidekick was created by a writer from Ohio and an artist from Michigan? Kyle is here with the useless trivia. Oh, this is Kyle talking. Oh, okay. Got some hard stuff popping up now. Who was that? Came in to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Aw, bye. Secret Files and Origins, Batgirl number 1. It's just old enough to be low price. It's just $5. I have Batgirl number 33, New 52. I wonder if the in quotation marks helps for the sidekick part there. Now, I know this is in development. I'd like to actually see them put something up. We're putting a team together. There you go. Lumberjanes, number 19, 20, 21, 22. Batgirl 1. Good steel rusts. It's all about who can look things up quickly. All right. Lumberjanes is a cool series about a group of girls who are part of like kind of the Girl Scouts, and they have lots of adventures. So they really, it's all about working together and all that stuff. But every issue, they kind of meet some other mystical creature in the forest while they're camping. And it looks like in this one, they meet some mermaids. Couldn't think of what mermaids were called. That's pretty bad. Ooh, and Dead Body Road number 3. Where the Dead Body Roads? Don't know. Dial H for hero. V for villain, it says. Aha, number 3. Part of the Wonder Comics run. Gogor number 2. This is a really sweet little series. Gogor is that like thing that looks like he's made out of ogre and plants. Mark says Superman paved the way for superheroes for DC and Marvel. Robin paved the way for sidekicks for DC and Marvel. Yeah. So would Robin predate Bucky? In the comics, who killed Thomas and Martha Wayne? Ugh, depends on which story you're talking about. The End, X-Men 1 and 2, Batman Incorporated number 2. Is it Joe Chill in the comics? Got some Manifest Destiny hiding out in here. Bingo. It is Joe Chill. Manifest Destiny 10, 13, and 15. There's a vampire bat on that one. Scurry. Another awesome series from Cullen Bunn. This is Rogue Planet, number 2. It was also Matches Malone one time and Nameless Thugs a whole bunch. Was it ever Joker? I swear it was Joker once. What is Wonder Woman's mom's name? We have to spell now, don't we? Number 3. Age of Conan Valeria, number 2. Don't have to spell right. Mark says Joe Chill killed Batman's parents. You might need to refresh, Mark. I think you're a little bit behind in the feed.
So can I do the thing? So Matches Malone killed him in the New 52. It was a nameless thug a whole bunch of times, including Joker thugs several times. But Joe Chill, there's a whole bunch of them. But my question, the answer to the question of which superhero, quote unquote, sidekick was created by a writer from Ohio and an artist from Michigan was Misty Knight. And the whole thing was a setup so that I could say the experience will be at Monroe Comic-Con alongside Arvell Jones, co-creator of Misty Knight.
You are so lucky. You get to hang out with Arvell.
During the first hour of Miss Jen's show, I was finalizing the terms for the experience to sponsor the cosplay contest at Monroe Pop Fest.
I need to send you some stuff. When is that?
September.
Oh, I can send you. I got plenty of time. Remind me, I'll send you a prize package.
Cool. But so if you're in the greater Michigan area, come find me at Monroe Pop Fest. That was shameless plug.
You'll know Kyle because he will be the tallest person there with his hat on backwards.
Also most beardy.
And beardy, that's right. Extraordinary X-Men number 20. I don't know what she has in her hand there. I'm trying to figure it out. Got some Secret Avengers. There is number 24. Edward's going to throw it up there. Stop stalking you. Kyle's hanging out because he knows in like 30 minutes we're going to do our Nerd News Now recording, our 200th Nerd News Now recording, which will show up Friday, I think. Is that when we run it still? Friday? Secret Avengers 33. and 35 and 37. Kyle is chilling while he eats the dinners. You guys are not allowed to talk about food tonight because I haven't eaten yet. What did you cook him? So you have to tell Ship what you made for dinner. You don't remember? Justin knows. All right. Secret Avengers number 2. That's right. He does schedule them. And Secret Avengers 21.1. Okay, this one is Ronin Island. It's a Greg Pak series out of Boom Studios, and I loved it so much. Number 2 and number 3. Taco Bell. All right, here is a question from It Weird. What is the secret identity of the Atom? I feel like you guys are going to get this good. All right, I've got a variant cover for Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill Omega number 1, in which, where does it leave us here for Omega? One of my favorite storylines. Yep. It still has Red Skull showing up at the end. Is it Ray Palmer? Secret Wars 2099. This is number 2. And number 5. Great art and story, right, Chip? No, most of the stuff isn't old, but there's some older stuff that's snuck in here. And I'm still doing it at cover prices. They're like $2 these. Uncanny number 344. It is. Sometimes when Kyle shows up, it looks like you're talking to yourself. This is true. 347 with Gambit Crushed. And 355. Those are all just $2 because that's the cover price, of course. I've got Batgirl number 21. It's a really nice win cover. And Convergence Batgirl 1 and 2. Yeah, you guys answer your own questions, it looks like. That's not true. All right, I'm gonna do a question. Oh, what 2 people created Captain America? Ooh, go, y'all. Do this. Throw out the answers. We're gonna do our last break, and then we're gonna come back and try to plow through as much of this long box as we can. See you in a sec.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Kumpel. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mish Mosh.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in a minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadets.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody! Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectibles.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box?
What's in the box?
Comic culture and sales.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I've got awesome books. The question was just asked, what two people created Captain America? You're really mad at you guys. Can't at least name one of them. There are two Adams. Oh, Mark says there's two Adams, Ray Palmer and Ryan Choi. Trivia. This is also a reminder, if you're brand new to us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also, it helps if you do click the notification button, which is ring the bell on wherever else you are. And do like and thumbs up when you come on. It helps us because it makes us feel good because we see the little hearts and the thumbs ups pop out on our screen. Feels cool. Know we're working hard and doing a good job for y'all. The subscribing to the YouTube channel is because we're about to put a bunch of functionality on there, which gives you extra cool stuff that you can sign up for, like stickers or super chat, or you can even sign up for like a Patreon kind of level in which you get to see stuff that no one else is going to get to see, including I'm going to start a thing where I turn on my camera only for people that are subscribed to that to watch me do my process of getting ready for the show. And I'm actually going to let people pre-call. So it's just going to be, it's like a private pre-order group. So if you're serious, you might consider it. All right. Deadly Class number 40. This is the one I think someone needs to take home with them. This is called Zeke Deadwood, Zombie Lawman with a Hammer in My Hand. It is a single shot book by T.A. Boatwright and Ryan Rubio. I'm going to read you the last page. It's kind of spoilery, but it's a cool rhyme. It said, Zeke Deadwood was a law-dealing man. He died with a pistol in his hand. Oh, come along, boys, and line the track, for Zeke Deadwood ain't coming back. Zeke Deadwood ain't never coming back. So there you go. For $3.50, you can read about an actual lawman as a zombie. And if no one gets it, I'm going to take it to my house. Dang, I know that's like double level awesomeness, right?
I think we have the same taste.
Yeah. You like zombies and cowboys
stuff.
Skylin number 2. I've got some Cyborg. They're kind of like cardstock covers. You can color them. Number 7. The problem is you'd have to be live with me watching the show to be able to claim before the show happens because I'll be processing before the live show. So you'd have to actually have a little bit of free time to be able to do it. But in any case, extra cool content. Mystic U, number 2. Now I'm just going to rhyme everything just for fun. Sharky Bounty Hunter, actual Bounty Hunter. I think this is in development at Netflix. The fun thing is about a bounty hunter that rides around in an ice cream truck. Thought for sure someone would know that last question. Joe Simon and Kirby. I don't know. People sometimes just have eaten food and so they can't think. Got your Cyborg. All right, I got some cool Secret Empire for you guys. There are a bunch of Brooks covers. Secret Empire number 10, Mark Brooks cover. Number 8. Number 6. Who was Superman's very first supervillain in Uprising? Okay, I've got some Think Tank from Matt Hawkins. This is a cool series. If you want to go back and get the trade paperbacks for this, I would. Number 2, I'm going to take Zeke Deadwood for my own self. Ultra Human Knight. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Which is Matt Hawkins on the front. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. And the military dossier. That is most of a run from 2 to 12. If you wanted to have one of each, I will give them to you for $2 a piece. You're unashamed of being a Superman fan. You thought Lex Luthor was the first villain? Well, now you know. First 3 books next to Ronan Island. This, Sharky, 2, Think Tank, Manifest Destiny, number 10. Richard S. All right, Superman fans, this one's easy. What color of kryptonite is not harmful to Superman? Good question. JLA, 17. Sorry, that was a gross sound. 29. 47. Once upon a time, a lovely princess and her brave knights set out on a dangerous journey. 49. These are like $2.25, by the way. 68. 120. I don't know if you guys have noticed. This has changed over to what appears to me to be AH covers. Why do you not see what the cover is? That is so weird. That's got to be Adam Hughes, right? That looks like Adam Hughes. It's shipped. Oh, the Facebook crash. Q. Red. What was red? Oh, red color. We're actually answering questions. Red. Blue isn't harmful, but neither is pink. I'm going to say rainbow kryptonite. I also don't know the answer. Blue kryptonite is harmless to Superman, we say. Ooh, I love this series. You guys reading this? Firepower. This is number 5. It'll be real sad if they don't make that into a movie. Dark Arc number 6. That's early Dark Arc. I love this show. I mean, this show. I love this book. The art is by Juan Doe. Love it. Funny enough, Ed Weird, my profile pic on here is from Futurama. I've got Guardians of the Galaxy number 2. I think this is the one where Star-Lord dies. No lie, this number 00 came out, and then it took a long time between that and the actual number 1. So long that I took it off the rack, not knowing that they were going to do it. But this one was number 0 was a really good book. 00. It'll be fine. Warrior Nun Dora, number 3. Fun fact, one of my artists on my comic book that came out in the 90s, The Eighth Beast, went to go work for Antarctic Press on one of their Warrior Nun titles. That's why there haven't been any more books since 1996. You want to be obeyed? Obey. Rusty. Punisher, number 9. This one is the Greg Rucka run. Silencer, number 6. And 9. Self-Made #1, Image Books. From Aftershock, God Killers #2. Obey the Ship. Head Weird says white. What are we answering? Is the answer white for the which one won't harm him? Has everyone been wrong? I forgot the white one. Graveland #3. This was the cool kaiju series from Scout. From Image Comics, Image Skybound, Clone #19 and #20. From IDW, from the creator of Lore, is this book called Wellington. There's #3. And it says, meet the Duke of Wellington, one of England's most decorated military heroes and unknown to most, heard most daring monster hunter. See, you didn't know. And there's 5. One of my customers collects books mentioning all the different kinds of kryptonite, which is way too many. Who is Wade Wilson's alter ego? Who knows? Avengers Prime #2. Deadpool, I was lightning fast. Jane Foster, Valkyrie #2. Have a run of which ones? Run of Deadpool is the answer, but no, I don't have any Deadpool right now. But I'm sure that's not what you're asking, because you asked that before the question popped up, I think. You guys are gonna laugh at this, but we went one year to my church's, like they had for Halloween, like a trunk or treat, and we went and had like a fun like booth where we asked questions. We were like, we would spin a trivia thing and give kids comic books if they at least attempted an answer. And no lie, we had really simple questions on there, like who is Batman's sidekick? And they were like really ones that we were like, we were just made. Like no one knew the answers. It's like, that is beyond me. So Wellington, I only have a 3 and a 5 here. 3 and a 5. False ship. You can never have too much Deadpool. This is true. Avengers #3. That's a variant. I can go out to the floor and look and see if I have the rest of them after the show. Do you want me to look and see if I can find those for you? Ship. All new X-Men Blue #25. Green Lantern #4. The other ones are other older Green Lanterns. I'm happy to show them to you, but I feel like people don't really call that one very much. Sure. You write down for me to go and find Wellingtons. I'm gonna already. I'm gonna pull this 5 and 3 just in case that's the ones that aren't out there. Deadpool is a marvelous stroke, of course. Mom asked me what comic I was reading. I told her Deadpool. She was like, they made a comic out of the Clint Eastwood movie. I just said yes because I didn't feel like explaining. That's a good one. Totally been on Aftershock kick still. That and Red 5. Yeah, there's gobs of stuff coming out from them. That's so good. Also AWA Upshot. I like those. This one is Devil's Highway #5, the first series. Matt Fraction book. This is Adventure Man #3. Crazy Cool Sci-Fi Strayed #1. I think the cat bends time space. It's been a while since I've read it. Eve Stranger #2. She's been injected with some kind of shot that will kill her, and she has to go and do some task, I think. And maybe they'll give her the antidote. I don't know. Maybe no. Monstrous 31. And now you want Clint Eastwood of the Deadpool comic? That would be awesome. Didn't one of those kind of characters show up in Preacher? Did Clint Eastwood show up in Preacher? I'm pretty sure there was one of those things that happened. Monstrous Talk Stories 202. No, not Santa Killers. I'm talking about an actual person shows up in the comic series somewhere. And Monstrous #23. You'd read it if he's in there. Super cool book by Garth Ennis and Carlos Escazera. I can't say his name. Why can't I? This one is World of Tanks #1. Roll out. Finished up. I could be crazy also. Age of Conan Valeria #1. Nope, I didn't ask any question. I don't think. Buffy the Vampire Slayer #11, part of the Heckmouth storyline. And #12. Follow up to the original Boys series, The Boys Dear Becky. This one is #6. #7. And #8. Oh, there was something else that was asked, and then I was saying to myself that they were talking about Clint Eastwood, and I said I swore that Clint Eastwood or some other real life character person shows up in Preacher at some point. I have got B Planet triple feature #1, B Planet #5, #8. All right, here's a question. In Ant-Man, what animal did Darren Cross unsuccessfully shrink? Multiple times. 9, 10. People like this series so much they actually went out and got nonconformist tattoos. Seems going a bit far for a thing, but really like our fandoms.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the logo of my favorite anime tattooed on me. So.
Ravencroft, #2. Yeah, it was a little lamb, and it was so sad. No, here's a Deja Thoris, no subtitle, #6, written by Amy Chu, my friend. By the way, if you ever have a chance to sit down and talk to Amy Chu, you should. She is one of the smartest people that I know. Avengers No Road Home, #3. Ship, you ask the next question. Ask a question, Ship. Lois Lane, #1. The Flash 88B. Heroes in Crisis, #9A. And 7. I think A also. Ooh. This is very apropos. The Magnificent Miss Marvel, #6, featuring Tony Stark. We got about 6 minutes. Damage, number 12. Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 1. Rebirth, Red Hood. Number 2. Number 3. Number 9. Number 10. 25. 35B. Darren Cross did become Yellow Jacket. Smart. 33. 34. And 35. Oh, this is awesome. Doctor Strange number 2. This is Jason Aaron run, I think. Yep. Jason Aaron. Sam Wilson, Captain America number 20. Death of X number 2. Number 3 variant. That's really pretty. And 4 of 4. Is this the one where... Yeah, this is the one where Cyclops dies, and then we all celebrate and had a big party. And then he comes back, and we're like, what? And then it ends up being Emma anyway. Spoiler alert. I know what you meant, Mark. It's okay. Batman the Outsiders 2. My love of Scott. It will never end. It will never end. Question. In the Avengers movie, which city does Hawkeye and Black Widow often reminisce about? Oh, yeah, I know that one. Oh, and The Outsiders 2B. I've got Witchfinder, number 1. Mysteries of the Unland. Oh, this one goes up here. Budapest. Correct. Ruby, number 6. Wizard Beach, 3. 4. And 5. This was the lightning round. Still 2 minutes. Wonder Twins 2B.
Kind of bummed that a Wonder Twins movie isn't happening now.
I don't understand why you would cancel such things. I know they're spending money, and then, I mean, they've already spent $90 million on a film they're not even a show. Seems dumb. 5 Ghosts, number 4. 5 Ghosts, number 5. 5 Ghosts, number 6. 5 Ghosts, number 7. And then it jumps to 17. Weird. Never heard of Shawarma until Avengers. Shawarma is awesome. We go have shawarma all the time now. I wonder if the people that own shawarma restaurants are like, we don't even understand what happened. All of a sudden, all these people started coming and eating here that we have never seen in all of our life. 5 Ghosts, 14, 15, and 16 also. 1 more minute. Sons of the Devil, number 4. Homage. You guys hear my stomach actually growling from there. This is a one-shot Fantastic Four, A Death in the Family. Wolf, number 1. One of our very first fun minute discomits that we did was we actually, our kids were young at this time, so they were probably 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there. And we actually asked our kids, like, you need to tell us what you think this book is about by looking at the front. He's like, and I think their description to this one was like, there's a guy walking down a dark road at night on fire. That's unsafe, bro. And then we, as adults, had to lip sync whatever they said. And that was fun. So somewhere out there's lip sync of us saying, that's unsafe, bro. So there you go. There's Wolf number 1. It's about a guy, his last name is Wolf, a hard-boiled paranormal detective with a death wish and has to cope with the sudden responsibility of an orphan teenage girl who might be the key to the impending apocalypse. Also featured a bag full of cash, a serial killer on the loose, and many secrets. That's our last books. I'm going to put DC up here. I'm doing a bad job of keeping it separate. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate you so much. Tomorrow we'll have our Minute to Skim It at 6 Central here on The Experience. That'll get you a good heads up for all the books. We'll read a bunch of them. We do a spoiler-free review so that you know what to ask your LCS for. By the way, do support your local comic shops. We know we love you to shop with us, but if you have an LCS, definitely support them because once they go, you can't get them back. And also, thanks, Mark. You've either been vaccinated or just hold your breath. Wait, hug them. And then right after that, we'll do our live show on Comic Book Shopping Network, which you can also join. It's just a Facebook group. And we go there every single Wednesday from 7 to 9 and sell the new books so that you don't miss them. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.